Bro and brother are
relax.
two
You're not
different
running
things.
this either.
Yeah,
Sultan.
I never
Dude,
said I
listen,
was.
hey, Sultan. Sultan, listen,
Can I
listen, listen.
respond to this guy? Because they
I
just like
understand
it. Just,
hadith, they have a chain of narrations and all that, okay? But when the hadith is sahih, okay, you're supposed to obey it because that's your prophet said it. 100% you have to obey
Yeah,
it. You
yeah.
can
understand?
I say a couple
So
of things
now
back to you,
So
you
Sultan?
Kapoor,
invasive.
Kapoor,
Sultan,
Kapoor.
Oh
No, no. Can I
my
Love
respond?
to
God.
hear
I
from
got
both
you. I got
Maria,
you.
sides.
this is
Not
not right, Maria.
okay. Yep, I got you.
Sultan. Yeah, yeah. I brought up the hadith and then you spoke. So you said a couple of things that I want to address. Like for one, the hadith was about don't flog your wife as you flog your slave. You then said if it goes against the Quran, then you wouldn't accept it. Now we've already, I don't know if you were in, but we were looking at Surah Nisa 34, and we looked at that in which it allows you to strike your wife. You then went on some sort of waffle about how the Quran says that the best thing you can do is to free a slave. Now I've got another hadith, and then I want to say one final thing, and I'll let you come back in. So again, Bukhari again, 2594, narrated Maimuna, the wife of the Prophet, Sawa, that she manumitted her slave, so that's she freed her slave girl, and the Prophet said to her, you would have got more reward if you had given the slave girl to one of your maternal uncles. So this is Muhammad saying you shouldn't have.
Oh,
Hold,
hey, you
hold on.
you dropped
Hold
yourself
on. I
into a
didn't
hole. Hold
interrupt
on.
you. Hold on. Hold on, Sultan. I didn't interrupt you. So this is Muhammad saying you shouldn't have freed that slave girl. You should have given her to one of your uncles. So that's completely against what you said. The final thing that I want to say when you started going on about hadiths and the chain of narration, and you brought up the telephone game because it went from one narrator to the other, and then therefore you can't depend on its authenticity. How do you think the Quran was transmitted? It was transmitted through oral tradition, and the earliest full manuscript of the Quran that we've got is hundreds
I
and
got you.
hundreds of years after the Prophet.
Hey, this is irrelevant to the topic. Yeah, irrelevant to the topic.
No,
So,
wait,
So
wait,
can I
wait, wait. It's
respond to
my turn
this,
to talk. It's my turn to talk. Wait, it's my
bro?
turn to talk.
This
No,
is
no,
this bro?
please.
Is this
Maria, it's
me?
not
Is
fair.
this me,
Are you
bro?
gonna
Is
let her
this
take
me?
over? It's not
Someone
fair,
has to
Maria.
comment. Guys, Kapura, you will have 1 minute after Sultan, because I
I just
think he
need
has
30
the right
seconds.
to
I
comment
want
about
voice of reason before
the
something else.
hadith. You will get a chance, Kapura,
Yeah.
please. Sultan, go ahead.
Okay. Now the hadith that he just named. You know how it says to give it to his maternal uncle, right?
Yes, that's in the hadith.
I hope he know. Yeah. I hope he knows that that was referring to Muhammad telling her that she should have adopted that slave girl. Because remember, Muhammad was an orphan, and in Islam, adopting somebody is also one of the best things you.
Are you sure? Because adoption was then prohibited.
You said adoption was prohibited.
Yeah, it was prohibited. You can take care of a kid, of course, like an orphan.
No.
You cannot
Adoption is
adopt
not prohibited. I think you got it confused. Adoption is not prohibited, but saying that that kid is yours and you're the
yeah,
father of that
exactly.
kid is
So,
prohibited. The adoption itself.
you cannot give the kid your name, which is the official adoption process right now. But you
Yeah.
can take care of the kid.
There's a
Yeah.
okay. So for a Muslim to adopt, like right, my uncle, I mean not my uncle, my auntie and my uncle have adopted kids. They're both Muslim. So adoption, you cannot say that you're that father or give them your name or anything like that. You must respect that they're not of your bloodline, but you can still adopt. What do you mean that you can't adopt? Literally, what do you mean that you
Because
cannot
they don't have
adopt?
rights. Because
If
they
no,
cannot inherit.
because
They don't have legal rights.
that,
If you
that logically
adopt,
makes no sense. I got
no,
you.
listen. If a kid doesn't take
So
your name
legal.
officially, Sultan, are you still here?
Maria, can you give us
Yeah, I
time to
think
talk,
you
or
were kind
is
of
he gonna take the
flat. Can you
stage?
repeat that?
This is my connection. Sultan, if you oh gosh, maybe it. Sultan, do you want to add to it? Sorry, guys, I had a phone call coming.
Yeah,
Sultan?
yeah. I'll just respond in like 15 seconds. Then Kampora could talk. Yeah.
Okay.
So with adoption, they wouldn't set parameters. Okay, it logically wouldn't make sense. If Adam was like the legality part is out the window because in a Muslim country, the legality part is relevant. So yeah. Can no one talk, please? So with adoption, it logically wouldn't make sense for them to adoption like, oh, say that person is your son and you're the father and you can't give that person that name. That logically wouldn't make sense for them to set parameters on something that you couldn't do anyways. Like logically, just common sense.
Okay. Kapura?
Okay, you're done? All right.
Kapura,
Voice of reason. Can you go to Sahih al-Bukhari 1602, please?
Yep, sure.
Please. Brother, can you fix your internet? Your service is very choppy. Maria, can you make voice of reason?
Maybe it's my internet. I'm so sorry, guys. But I had a call. That's why I had a call.
No, it's his internet. Can you read that voice of reason? Let's see. Sahih,
sure.
Sahih Muslim. I'm sorry.
And then after this, Kapoor, let's
wait. Don't cut. No. Sahih Muslim. Sahih Muslim. 16.
Muslim, right? Okay.
Sahih Muslim. Yeah, it's about slavery.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. How can a prophet use a colored people, okay, as a currency? Read it. Oh, chapter says possibility.
Is this relevant to the women topic?
Don't cut. Mute. I don't cut you. Mute.
This is not the subject.
Mic up. Animal for animal. You are a colored person, right? Animal for animal. That's what your prophet said. Sahih Muslim, authentic hadith. Read it, voice of reason, please. Read it.
Okay. So Jabir reported there came a slave and pledged that.
Mic up, don't cut.
So Jabir reported there came a slave and pledged allegiance to Muhammad on migration. He did not know that he was a slave. Then there came his master and demanded him back. Whereupon Muhammad said, "Sell him to me." And he bought him for 2 black slaves. And he did not afterwards take allegiance from anyone until he asked him whether he was a slave or a free man.
So what did Muhammad use colored
So
people?
are you done?
Wait. I'm not mic up. I'm not done yet. Mic up.
Okay, so
What's the reason? I'm mute your mic up. I'm not done yet. Mic up. What's the reason? What did Muhammad use colored people as of?
So he used 2 black slaves as the money to buy 1 slave from a person.
So he used them as a currency, right?
So
he used them as a currency.
Yeah. He didn't free slaves like Sultan claimed 5 minutes ago. He used them to buy others.
I got you. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. Voice. Yeah.
I didn't cut you. Maria, you gotta mute him, Maria. What is this? So you as a colored person, you worship someone, you believe in someone that sold you and bought you as a stop, bro. Stop. That sold you and bought you and used you as a currency. How can you glorify someone like that? Go ahead, answer.
Okay, finish. Okay, so the host, once again, how is this on topic? Yeah, this is completely off topic, but also to respond to this. So Muhammad in Islam is the first religion to openly and specifically outlaw racism. There is no verse within any other religion
I would have to
that
disagree.
comes before Islam that specifically okay. There's once again, can I talk? There's no verse from any other religion that specifically outlaws racism. So your whole argument is irrelevant. And for two, it's way off a topic. That's why you have to go off topic. Can we remain on
Dude,
topic,
would
please?
you be
If you want to debate
quiet?
me on this,
He
well,
just
I'm not
used
finished.
black
I'm not
people
finished.
as a
Support.
currency.
December,
I'm
and
not
I will ask a
finished.
specific question, Sultan, specific question. And I tried to bring other Muslims here, but I couldn't find anyone on the guest request. Please send your request. I'll bring you up because I don't
I am a
want him to
Muslim.
be. That's great. I don't want him to be the only Muslim here. So to go back to the topic, which is related to women in Islam, are women supported in
Yeah,
Islam? And also to stay
yeah.
also
But
on the
just
topic of slavery, Sultan, the topic of slavery that you are talking or you mentioned. I ask a lot of
yeah,
Muslim
it's
brothers,
not relevant
and
to skin color. It's not relevant to skin
hold
color.
on,
So
hold on,
that was
hold on.
totally
So,
irrelevant.
okay, yeah, forget about that part. But there is another part that actually is a bit disturbing when it comes to slavery and women. I asked a lot of Muslims about it, and some of them said that slavery was a concept used only during a war situation to protect women specifically, because there are many verses in the
Yeah.
Quran talking about your right hand possess. I think maybe 7 or 8 verses, different in different surahs, different chapters,
Yeah. Yeah.
and Muslims
Mm,
explained to me, and they said it's to hold on, guys. They said it's to protect women during a war situation, especially when Muslim win. These women do not have support or husband, whatever. So we slave them to protect them. My question is, why, if you protect someone, why do you have the right to have sex with them? I know that a lot of other Muslims said she should approve. She need to give the approval. And my second question, if it is for protection, can you still sell her or gift her to another person? And how can you guarantee that this other person will treat her well? If it is about the concept of protection. Sultan, the floor is yours, but I will take Chelsea after you. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, even to start off with this, and then I did hear somebody say earlier that it still applies today, which is completely false. Once again, like I said, in Islam, we can't even look at a woman after the first time. That's haram. So yeah, and for the certain topic that you're talking about, which is the right hand possesses. Now that specific yes, war captives. So with the war captives, when you would usually like this is war. Let's be real. Usually all the men of fighting age are killed. You know this, right? So
Yeah.
usually the only people left behind are the children, and yeah. Only people left behind are the children and women from foreign lands. So usually, just like with mostly every war, usually captives of war. Unlike the Bible, it doesn't tell them to kill the babies and the children, everybody except for the virgins. So that's what
Don't
the
go
Quran
to the
has over
Bible.
the
Don't
Bible.
go to the Bible.
But you
Stay
know,
on topic. Stay on topic.
Kapora,
Don't go
why
to
do you
the
gotta
Bible.
interrupt
Don't go to
Kapora?
the Bible.
Kapura,
Don't run to the Bible.
Kapora,
Don't run to the
Sultan,
Bible.
Kapora,
Don't
why
run
do you
to the
gotta
Bible.
interrupt?
Don't run to the Bible.
Kapora, stop interrupting.
Don't run to the Bible. Don't run to the Bible because I will crucify you.
Done.
Don't run to the
Kapoor,
Bible.
it's okay.
guys,
It's okay. We
Are
know.
you done?
We know.
Sultan,
It's okay,
Be
Kapoor.
keep going, keep going,
It's
keep
good.
going,
It's
Sultan.
good.
Keep going.
Oh, yeah, okay. There's nothing we know because I can name all the verses, but it's irrelevant to the topic. So back to, we can go live after this, no problem. Let's go to live together and debate all this. But yeah, back to the main topic at hand.
Come
Yeah,
by me. Come
captives.
by me.
Yeah.
I'll open live. Come by
So
me. We'll debate it. Come by.
oh my God, Kapora, can you stop? Now, yeah, obviously, if they left the captives of war, then what is to happen? You kill all the men in their village, you kill all the men in their army. So yeah, obviously they're taking them as captives. Now, the whole idea that you can force implying that in a religion that adultery worse sins that you can really force yourself upon a woman. Is that what you guys are implying? Because if so, are you guys serious?
No, it says there are verses in the Quran saying "Illa ma azwajukum aw ma malakat aymanukum," meaning
Yeah.
only your wives and your right hand
But does
possess.
it say? Is it? Yeah, I got you. Yeah. You mentioned that. Once again, are those verses saying you can force yourself upon a woman? Because that seems like what you're implying.
It doesn't say, but my
Yeah.
question is, if you're protecting women
Yeah,
because of
in
war,
a
you
religion.
don't want them to get hurt, they are in a very weak situation. Why would you want to
Okay.
ask her to have sex with you?
Yeah. Me personally, I wouldn't, but once again, I don't understand it, because if it's consensual, where's the morality? Like, what's the problem? You can't just say, oh, they could be insensitive because you don't know their feelings. Once again, you can only say with a majority, and once again, you are saying what they feel. Okay, go ahead.
This is a war situation, and here we are talking about when Muslims won, and these women actually are under their protection as slaves because their husbands, their fathers died, or they are captives themselves. So they are in a very, very weak situation. And either you're a man or a woman, you will feel you can't actually protect yourself. You can't actually have even the energy or the power to say no. For me, is why would Allah give man the permission to ask a slave to have this kind of intimacy with him?
Okay.
And most of these husbands, this man, maybe their wives. They have their wives also.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I got you. So once again, were the captives of war, were they males, or did all the males of fighting age die and get killed?
Let's say all of them died. All of them. And
okay. Yeah. No. That wasn't my point. That wasn't my main point. That was not my point. I was just adding that in because. So once again, to go back to the topic at hand, if it's consensual, can you substantiate your claim on why consensual sex is wrong?
When you are a free person, you can consent. When you are a slave, can you?
Okay, so did the slaves eat off the same plate? Were the slaves treated as equals to them according to the Quran? Are slaves supposed to be treated as equals? If you don't have the verse, then we can go to it.
Can I ask Sultan a question? So do you
No. I'm talking with the host right now. I'm talking with the host right now. I'd like her to because you're about to run away from my question. So
it's relevant to what you're saying.
I'm talking what
completely, bro. Who's talking right now, bro? There's like 3 different people talking, bro.
Calm down, guys. Calm down. Everyone, calm down.
Bro, there's like 3 different people talking.
I want to answer it. Sultan, maybe to answer your question, maybe yes, maybe these slaves are, eating caviar every day and the best food and getting dressed very well.
No, I'm not talking about just food. That's not what I'm saying. Are they treated equally are they supposed to be treated equally according to the Quran?
According to the Quran, yeah, there are some verses talking about treating them well. But again,
no, not well, equal. There's also other verses saying that every human being is from Adam, so every human being is equal regardless of gender, regardless of now when I say regardless of gender, there's also male roles and female roles. Now once again, your morality hold on just one more second. So once again, your morality is subjective. So for you to say, do women have rights in Islam? Yeah, you should ask a woman in Islam if they have rights. Because once again, your view. Hold on.
I think it is subjective because here we are talking about a human being being used.
Okay.
And
I got you. So I got you. So once again, certain women have no problem adhering to the male and female, the woman role and men certain men have no problem fitting in the male role. Now, for you, if you don't agree with that and you don't fit in that's all on you. Too bad for you. Now, another female that does agree with that.
Sorry, Sultan, I didn't really understand this part with the male and the female gender role playing. Is it what you're saying?
So in Islam, we're not liberals. Males have their role to do in society, and females have their role to do in society. Once again, I state for you a fact that women are held in higher respect than even the father. It goes from Allah to the Rasul Allah.
You're not that question, so you're the man, right? The question is, does Islam support women? I am Muslim. I'm born Muslim. I am not religious, but I was married for 28 years. I am very reluctantly, I have jumped on this live because, and I have to be very fearful because I can be reported, I will be trolled. From my other account, I used to talk about domestic violence, and all the Muslim men will come and shut me down. And even now, people who follow me on this account will turn on me, and it's very scary as a Muslim person. I call myself Muslim because I believe in all the good bits and throw away all the bad bits. And I hope that Islam can turn that way, which probably won't happen. Now, how I see Islam is when I'm in trouble, and because I have had things like misinterpretation, there's not any real Muslims, no one follows real Islam. Then you talk about Saudi Arabia and they said, well, no, they're not the followers. So if it's a religion, why isn't there that anywhere people can turn to? So I can talk forever, but I will just tell you, firstly, there's no divorce settlement in Islam. And as soon as this subject comes up, everyone will try to gun you down, shut you down, shame you, call you gold digger. Now, they will say there's the mahr. Now, this is apparently a gift that's given before you get married. Now, most Muslims will give you £2.50, $1 or two, or a chain or two, whatever. Now, when you're in a marriage, you build your wealth as a team. The woman takes her role. I'm going Islamically. I did. I have children. I worked part-time for my pocket money. My husband didn't give me any. I raised my children amazingly, amazing mother, amazing wife. But that was not good enough. Okay, so then it's your fault. So what do you grow your wealth? Excuse me, may I speak? I'm the woman. It's me in this, yeah? The question is on me. I'm a Muslim woman. So when it comes to what you have accumulated over 28 years, I have to go through the British law, 50-50 or 60-40, 30-70, whatever. Now I'll tell you about, I help a lot of women. This woman, she comes from a very liberal background. She has a master's degree in English literature and journalism. She voluntarily, she brainwashed herself, and she had help by, Islamic people. She wears a burqa, doesn't show her face, Now what's happened is her husband has married, like my husband, behind her back, another woman. And these women are very, very willing to, because Muslim women are told that their worth is nothing. Their worth is only by having another husband. And that a husband can marry does not have to tell the wife. So what about STD? What about being truthful? Because they can. And if they're married in Western law, they will duck and dive because they know money is up for discussion, right? So this is why now, if there was money like divorce settlement, do you think a man would be able to marry 4 times? And also a lot of men are on social benefits, universal credits, and they just do it. They just go as it, whatever they feel like. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm proud to be a Muslim, but my way Muslim, my parents, my grandparents, the way I was, because we apply common sense and moral values, That's what religion is supposed to do. But I feel very pushed out, alienated when these questions come up. They will say to you, well, you should not argue, you should not raise your voice, you should not ask for these things. It's a very sensitive subject and they don't like it. And this is the time. And you know what? I don't feel protected by my Muslim brothers and sisters. They will come and gun you down and shut you down in a second.
Wow,
My
that
dear
is
sister, we
wow.
will protect you.
Okay, no,
Don't
no.
worry.
Hey, can I
Hold on.
respond to that?
Stop.
Because
Stop.
she can.
Stop. 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 Stop.
Bro, who
Stop.
are you?
My dear sister. My dear sister.
I have to
We will have
comment,
the
guys. I
honor
have
to
to comment,
protect you.
and then, guys, hold on. I have to comment. Chelsea, thank you so much for being so honest and sharing. And you're always
Okay.
Yes, that was very
welcome.
brave.
And
Yeah.
that's
Can I
really great.
can I respond?
Also,
Because she's
Can you mute
Sultan,
her for a
please
second?
do
Sultan,
not,
mute and let her speak.
do not. Just the guys who were talking to me on comments saying that what happened. I am just going step by step with Sultan to understand his approach to slavery, even when he's trying to make it look like it is a gentle, positive kind of slavery because we
yeah,
treat
I
all of
never
them.
tried to make
And
it.
hold on. I just wanted to go all the way with you to see what you're gonna say. Because for me, again, I'm gonna say it, slavery is one of the worst crimes ever happening to human beings between each other. When you slave someone, you know why it's the worst crime? Because you can't do anything with them. And this includes unaliving them, using them, gifting them, sexually harass them, etc. And when Muslims come here and say that slavery is to protect women, they always forget that men have the right or the permission to have sexual interaction with them. And
Okay,
they have the right to sell them and gift them.
I got you.
I don't
Okay,
see any protection.
can you
I
prove
only
that?
see slavery. I
Can
only
you prove
see
that?
slavery.
Okay,
Uh,
stop. I want to say something.
Okay,
to
can
Chelsea.
I speak?
I want to say something
No, no,
to
no, no,
Chelsea.
no.
Chelsea, my
Voice
dear
of Reason
Chelsea,
hasn't
even if you're
spoken
not
in a while.
Can
I'd
I
like to
Mic
hear
up,
what he
get
says.
bro.
one by one,
Mic up,
guys.
bro. What's wrong
Okay,
with
no, no,
you?
no. I would like to respond to the
Mic
false
up. I want to say
claims.
something to her.
I would like to respond to the false
Bro,
claims.
mic up. I know you're
So,
afraid of
okay,
Kapura.
okay, Kapoor,
I know you are afraid of Kapura. Mic up.
bro, Kapoor,
Mic
no one's
up.
scared of you. You
Thank
run
you.
from.
Mic up, dude. I know I'm the line of the TikTok. Mic up.
But why don't you
Chelsea, my
talk
dear
about
sister, even if you are a Muslim,
women?
Okay, Kapura,
Sultan,
and
please
then
talk
hold
about
on,
how you
Kapura.
protect a woman. I would love to
I
hear how
I
you
just want to
protect a
say to her
woman.
something, and then
Can I talk?
I'll mic.
Guys.
Okay, my dear sister, we will protect you wherever you are. Okay, if anybody talks bad to you, follow us. We will come over there and we will take care of it. Okay, my
Thank
dear
you.
sister,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Okay,
You are
can
precious.
I
You
please
are
talk?
precious.
Okay, so host. So the first false thing she said was she said usually the man only give $1 for the meher or all these different things. The one thing that she forgot to mention is that the women choose how much their meher is.
Oh, actually, no.
So
So what happens?
yeah,
I will
yeah,
tell
yeah,
you.
yeah.
I'm a
So
woman. Please,
according,
I will
no,
tell
no,
you.
no, no. Let
All
me talk.
women. Oh
Let
no,
me talk.
excuse me. No.
Let me
Don't
talk.
talk over me.
No, let me talk.
I will talk
Can
about
she
the
let
men.
me talk?
They what they do is emotionally blackmail you. Now you are the whole people out there, you're in the marriage ceremony. When you want to talk about this before, it's something they do not wish to talk. On my wedding day, all the men sat there, did their thing, and all of a sudden I hear about £2.65. Now in my culture, this is something has to be as valuable as a house. So when he kicks you to the curb or he wants to go with another woman with the name of Islam and not take your permission, because again, Muslims argue which is the right way. And these days, most Muslims say that, well, he does not require any permission. It's just sexual gratification. And he can put any, defects on you, whatever, that you are not a good wife, whatever. Okay. So the pressure they put you under, okay, you will have to say Kabul. Yes, you do. This is emotional blackmail. Okay. So don't tell me I'm the woman what me as a Muslim woman would have to go through. And I can tell you about many women who talk to me, and I talk to them and I tell them how to escape all the situation. And some women, no, they don't go through domestic violence, but they are fearful of divorce because most of them are not married under British law or wherever. I can only speak for this country, but those who are, because they're afraid what's going to happen, and that they usually have no access to money. They cannot hire a lawyer. You don't get divorce settlement. You have to have money, and also your husband has to have a lot of money. Now, currently, the woman I'm